so that you know more or less people here.
Ballet star Carlos Acosta is giving the Nutcracker a colorful makeover with a new production inspired by his Cuban roots and traditions. The 50-year-old has choreographed and directed Carlos Acosta's Nutcracker in Havana, which is set in 1940s and 1950s and has a Cuban version of Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky's famed score and as well as ballet, a variety of dance styles. Launching the show in London on Monday, March 4th, Acosta shared videos of his Acosta Danza company dancers in rehearsals in Cuba. Nutcracker means Christmas in many ways. It's very tied with that festivity, but we never had Christmas in Cuba, so I thought that I was going to place the show in the heart of Cuban traditions as a way of giving the Cuban people the Christmas we never had, he told. I reworked it in a way to bring our own culture in.
I wanted to, because Nutcracker means Christmas in many ways. It's very tied with that festivity, but we never had Christmas in Cuba, so I thought that I was going to place the show in the heart of Cuba tradition as a way of giving the Cuban people the Christmas we never had. And so I reworked it in a way to bring our own culture in. The Tchaikovsky score is going to be heavily curated so that we could incorporate fusion of rhythms such as Conga, jazz, Latin jazz, Bossa Nova, Guaracha, this kind of congas while at the same of music, while at the same time you hear that it's Tchaikovsky all along. So that already will be very distinctive proposition that the other Nutcrackers that you could find out there.
The Nutcracker is a staple for many ballet companies around the festive season. First staged in St. Petersburg in 1892, it begins on Christmas Eve and follows young heroine Clara, who falls asleep and slips into a dream world. Acosta said the Nutcracker was the ballet he performed the most during his career. His production will open on November 1st at Norwich Theatre Royal in the city of Norwich, before embarking on a UK tour.
That's right. I think a lot of the Nutcrackers we see are very opulent. They're set in Europe. They're often danced by predominantly white companies. And yeah, it's a European story, but it's very, very cool. There are some amazing characters and some amazing sentiments about hope and magic. And that does translate, so it's fantastic to put it in a Caribbean setting, danced by a global majority company, and to bring different elements to it that will connect with people in different ways. That's what's really exciting. So there are lots and lots of theatres up and down this country, and I think in Europe, where Nutcracker productions are often way too big to get on those stages. So you have towns and cities that don't get the Nutcracker, and that was always part of the vision for this project, was to take Nutcracker out and tour more widely. So on this first tour, it's fantastic to be going to some towns that don't usually get dance of this quality. That's been really important to both me and to Carlos.
A lot of the Nutcrackers we see are very opulent. They're set in Europe. They're often danced by predominantly white companies, Norwich Theatre Chief Executive and Creative Director Stephen Crocker said.
The outskirts of Havana.
Yeah, it's a European story, but at its very core, there's some amazing characters and some amazing sentiments about hope and magic, and that does translate. So it's fantastic to put it in a Caribbean setting, danced by a global majority company, and to bring different elements to it that will connect with people in different ways. Crocker said the tour aimed to take the show to towns that don't usually get dance of this quality. Acosta, who turned 50 last summer, said he was not planning to slow down. I want to keep going. I want to keep testing my limits. So far, so good, he said. One day I know it's going to be unsustainable, but at this point, I'm directing Birmingham Royal Ballet, Acosta Danza, my center here, the Academy in Cuba, the foundation, and also at the same time I'm choreographing, I'm still performing.
Yeah, I want to keep going. I want to keep this testing my limits. So far, so good. One day, I know it's going to be unsustainable, but at the moment, I'm directing Birmingham Royal Ballet, Acosta Danza, my center here, the academy in Cuba, the foundation, and also at the same time, I'm choreographing and still performing. So I think, and I'm a father of 3 lovely daughters. So I think so far, the team around me, they're so wonderful that allow me to carry on. And so far so good, and I'm gonna carry on doing what I've done.
Thank you for watching this video. We hope you found it informative and enjoyable. If you liked it, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Also, feel free to leave your comments or suggestions in the comment section below. We appreciate your feedback and look forward to hearing from you. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.